Hi, welcome to Tarot Down Under, and welcome, no doubt, to another week of madness, mayhem, and drama. Oh my God, things are moving so quickly. Remember a few months ago, we used to sit back and go, oh, when's something going to happen? It's so excruciatingly slow. Well, those days are well gone, are they not, viewers? It's so fast now. So everything's on fast forward. There's so many angles to take with the Kavanaugh hearing and the FBI little rushed investigation. So I thought the best way I can do it is do a reading on how this will affect the Dems and how it'll affect the Republicans. So that's what I'm going to do today. The other thing is I'm getting lots of requests, understandably, for the various state elections. Now, I'm obviously in tune with what's happening in Texas and probably Florida, but that's about it. So I'm happy to do these, and so I'll add one or two to each video. So there won't be dedicated readings, but there'll be a little taster about the various states as we move through the next 5 weeks. Oh, goodness. One thing I do have to share before I begin, viewers. I woke up this morning to see the headline, Trump says he's in love. And I thought, what have I missed? Is he going to actually run away with his new mistress or something? And I went in to the site. No, at his most recent rally, he announced he was in love with Kim Jong-un of North Korea, the man who starves millions of people into submission, whose people have to resort to eating insects and grass to survive, a man who has killed his own family members. Oh, that could be a portent. Maybe Trump has something else in mind for his own offspring. But who in their right mind would say they back a murderous dictator to that extent, an American president to say this, when they've been the bête noire of America for 2 generations? It's bizarre. It's not just a bit strange. It is totally out there. He is absolutely now a fully fledged nutcase. All right. So, oh, by the way, I'm loving all your comments, guys. I'm learning so much from you. It's great. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the comments and the input. I really, really appreciate it. So thank you for that. All right. So now, I think we'll do the Dems first. It's awkward, isn't it, for the Dems? No matter what this investigation reveals or fails to reveal, the Dems will be whipped for, yet another witch hunt, and why wasn't Hillary, sent to the gallows and all that shit, So it's not rosy for them short term, regardless of what happens. But there is a bigger picture here, guys. There is a bigger picture. So, Kavanaugh, FBI, and the Dems. Kavanaugh, FBI, and the Dems. All right. Let me bring it down here. Yes. All right, we've got 2 tides, which are cups, and we've got 3 gardens, which are pentacles. So what does this mean? The 7 of tides, the equivalent of the 7 of cups, it's that illusion, delusion card. I think the Democrats as a collective are going through a bit of a delusionary phase, this would indicate. What is that about? Have to have a look. Pentacles. Oh, money. Okay. So they're in a phase of collecting money for trying to compete against the Koch brothers and the various huge donors of the Republican Party. But they've got to be careful who they get the money from. As far as I know, quite a few of the candidates are trying to keep away from the big super PAC money, and there could be a reason for that. So there could be some complications with money if they go down the usual corporate route. They're best off to make sure their money, their donor money, is immaculate. Okay, behind this, the Ace of Pentacles. Now, having said what I just said, they've got to make sure the money's clean. They are getting a big boost to the coffers. So they are raising more money than they have in the past. So that's a good thing because they're going to need it. I mean, I'd like to see, here's a Lena digression, and I'm talking about Australia too. I'm talking about every country, actually. There should be a ceiling on what a party can accept for advertising. You can't put a ceiling on it for everything they do, but there's no reason why there can't be an election ceiling. Let's say, for the sake of argument, each party gets $30 million or something, and that's it. What you do with your 30 million, what you do with your 30 million, go for it. Why can't there be a ceiling? And it would prevent a lot of this lobbying. It's just obscene and stupid. Okay. Such a shame I don't rule the world, viewers. Okay. 10 of Gardens, 10 of Pentacles. Again, money. And this is intergenerational money. So there's a story here quite clearly for the Democrats to not be deluded with golden jewels and shiny things. Focus. They really need to focus. And again, a warning about intergenerational money, meaning long-term associations. They've got to be super careful. Now, on top of this reading, the Stranger of Tides, or what is in the other decks, the Knight of Cups. The Stranger of Tides, they have to be careful, but this is an amazing opportunity for them. This is a once-in-a-generation, possibly once-in-a-two-generation opportunity for the Dems. Do not blow this. Whatever you do, do not blow this. Okay. Now, coming out, the Queen of Gardens. It's a lovely card. Also the Queen of Pentacles. It's all coming back to money, strangely, and I'm asking about the FBI and Kavanaugh, but it's speaking to money, so I'm going to have to pull a couple of clarifiers. This could be a highly placed Democrat woman of the old guard. Now we have Dianne Feinstein, Nancy Pelosi, Elizabeth Warren. So I am a bit concerned. On the one hand, it's a steady hand on the tiller, but it's next to the illusion card and delusion card. I have said this before, viewers. I think it's a mistake for the Democrats to stick with their older contenders. Not for the midterms, it's fine. Don't do anything. But beyond that, before 2020, it's a mistake because for the younger voters who are going to be instrumental, these women that are 70s, and I think Feinstein might even be in her 80s, it's hard for them to identify. The second reason is their role should now be as mentors because their faces and their names are overly familiar to the American public, and they're associated with Hillary and they're associated with everything that's gone before. And I think this is a big warning for the Democrats. Having said that, talking about the Kavanaugh stuff, this is very positive for women. Their role now, as women who have fought these issues, I might have other problems with them, but it's not that. They've fought these issues for years and years and years, so they are great leaders through this issue. Right? I'm just going to draw a clarifier on the illusion delusion card, particularly as it's central. So I just want to make sure I've got the right take on it. What's going on with the Seven of Tides, the Seven of Cups? What's going on? Oh, okay, I get it. The Out in the Cold card in the Rider-Waite. They're so fearful of not getting up on some primary level. They're worried about not having enough money. Now I get the total picture. That's why all these warnings about money. They're very afraid that they won't have enough money. They'll be impoverished beside the Republicans. So they're at risk of taking money from not entirely salubrious sources. That works as a clarifier for me. They've got to be really careful of that. They're better off to effectively use the money they get in good faith than to go for extra money, because they're in a panic. Does that make sense, viewers? That's how I see it. Okay, now I've got to mix these cards up before we go on to the delightful GOP. I mean, really, these shameless invertebrates in Congress, they have so much to answer for. They will have to answer to the next 2 generations while I'm dealing with this. So what is happening with the Kavanaugh stuff now and the GOP? There seems to be a bit of a split between the Mitch McConnell brigade. Lindsey Graham, I have to do a bit of a one on Lindsey. What a vile creature he is. I think, he's got some dark secrets. He's behaving like an aggressive maniac too. But there are those just wanting to push the vote. And there are other more moderate Republicans who are really uncomfortable with this story. The beer swilling Kavanaugh. I mean, wasn't the age for drinking 21 when he was 18 and knocking back the beers? What? So what's happening for the GOP, Kavanaugh and FBI? The overall tone. The overall tone. GOP, Kavanaugh. Let's check this out. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. They got the same card in the same position as the Dems. This is telling you something, viewers. It's telling you they've both got the same issues. Oh, look. Oh dear, but they have a few more things to deal with. They got another card that's the same too. So, all right, being dazzled, not making good decisions, making decisions on very shallow values, all those things I was just talking about for this card for the Dems. Okay. In their case, on the top of the reading, the 10 of Gardens, or the 10 of Pentacles, family money, which in this context, when you're talking about a political party, means intergenerational donor money, as well as family money being at risk. People are deluded by thinking they can get away with what they've always got away with. Very interesting. Now, they have a problem here, and that would be The devil. They have some seriously mad senators. They have some seriously mad people in that party. But they also, in terms of, they don't give a flying fuck, excuse my language, viewers, about the environment. They really don't care, as long as some hideous chemical industry can pollute rivers, pollute land, destroy everything, ignore global warming, all of that. But that's not the sum total of the devilish things that motivate the GOP. The relationship with the NRA, the Russian money that's going to come out, and we'll speak about that in a moment. It's also that 19th century Christianity that is so unchristian, that is so ungenerous, unmerciful, so hypocritical, so spectacularly vile. I think it's really important with the devil card. It's like, here we go again, sorry, can't help myself. As I've often described, I'm not into the usual binaries of good and evil and so forth. But when you're looking at the devil card, it's the flip of the God card. And I feel really strongly that it's other Christians who need to stand up to the very unchristian evangelicals, this wealth prosperity gospel crap. What about being kind to strangers, being hospitable to strangers? All of this stuff. There is no tolerance. They have no tolerance for people of other ethnicities. They have no tolerance for LGBTQI. They have no tolerance for anything. Oh, sorry. Another snippet. Did you see Sarah Palin's son, who obviously has violence problems and violence issues, has been arrested again? So he slapped around the partner, then carried on. The cops took some time to subdue him, and then went and said, "Not guilty, Your Honour." He has issues. So why I'm bringing that up is Sarah Palin's 16-year-old daughter got pregnant. What was Mum's response? Well, off you go and get married. Like you know what you're signing up for at 16. I mean, it's not the 1890s, Sarah Palin. Anyway, that's a huge digression. I don't have to tell you guys the devilish stuff that they represent and that they enjoy and that they want to push on to everybody. Okay, so the Jester of Fire, have a look at this. This is the Page of Wands. So this could have many interpretations, as all cards have. What am I seeing here when I put the story together? Well, with the illusion, delusion card, it's like they're children. This is more strongly my feeling. They're behaving like children, and it's wands and fire. So it's literally Kavanagh behaving like a drunk 18-year-old on the stand. You know, the spitting and the carrying on and the foaming mouth and the, you know, this rubbish, this out of control rubbish. So they're behaving like children. And because it's wands, there's an enormous fire energy to it. So it is not a good look. These are not innocent children. These are the devilish children. Okay, sorry, let me bring the screen down again. So, not good. Now, short-term outcome, I love this. Queen of Winds. This is the equivalent of the Queen of Swords. This is speaking to justice and judgment in the female form. Sharp words by women. This is their judgment time. Are they picking up on this message? I doubt that very much. So this is what is going to be in their future, being judged by women when they go to the polls. All right. Okay. Now, I did say I would do today Nevada, Jackie Rosen versus Dean Heller. I'm trying to remember what I know and don't know about Dean Heller. I don't think he's one of the good guys, is he? If people could drop me a line, why is it that I don't like Dean Heller? Yeah, I can't remember the story. Is he ex-Tea Party or something? Oh, my hair's doing weird things. Okay, so let's see. Likely outcome, Jackie Rosen versus Dean Heller. Jackie Rosen, Dean Heller. Jackie Rosen. I'll just do 3 cards each. Jackie Rosen. All right. Oh, Jackie gets the Tower. That's not marvellous. The Two of Tides, the Wolves, and out in the cold. Oh, not good cards for Jackie. I hope I'm wrong about that. Let's see what's going on for Heller. Oh. Well, the only thing to say on one level is she gets a horrendous reading and his is just as bad. So that's... Oh, God. All right, so let's break that down. Oh, excuse me. She gets the Tower, cataclysmic change, sudden and complete change. Now, if he had had better and more rosy cards, this would be, as I first thought, oh my God, poor Jackie Rosen, she's going to go down the screaming heap. But because his cards are not good, it would suggest that this might not be altogether cataclysmic for her, except the other cards are not good either. There's the Two of Cups, in this case the Two of Tides, the Wolves, and so that can go either way, loyalty of the wolf or the ferociousness of the wolf, or being, ferociously attacked by the wolf or brought into the fold or being a lone wolf, all the wolf associations, right? But she gets out in the cold. I'm not liking that. Not marvellous for her. However, when we move to him, it's bizarre. He gets the Eight of Wands or the Eight of Swords, which is despair, dejection. We could be talking jail here, troops, and I'll tell you why in a moment. He gets the Seven of Wands, victories and losses, but the other 2 cards are leaning more towards a loss. So this is really quite perplexing for Jackie, given Jackie's reading, I mean. This is the guy who's extremely unpopular, even with his own troops who are walking away. Right. And he gets the Justice card. So I think it could be that he's the subject of an investigation. Is he under suspicion for corrupt behaviour? I don't know. Now, because it's such a weird double reading, I'm going to have to do a clarifier. I'm not so worried about the Tower, because the Tower could be a big change. I know that seems odd, but I'm more worried about the Five of Gardens, the out in the cold. So I want a clarifier on that. War. This is going to be a vicious, vicious, knock 'em down, drag 'em out fight. She gets the War card. Okay? This is not going to be a very civil race. Whatever they've done so far, and as I've said, I really don't know, whatever the tone of their competition has been till now, is going to escalate into war. And it's kind of weird. It's like they both lose. So I'm not sure what that means. I mean, but viewers, let me know what you think about that. And I'm happy to read on her again, because this is such a strange reading that I think it deserves a top-up in the near future. So I've given you a long reading today. Good luck with everything. Don't forget the thumbs up, and I'll see you soon. Bye.